You know that feeling when Super Monkey Ball 2 doesn't have an autosave function on by default, and you have to go to the option menu to turn it on, and this mod uses a new save file, which is super respectable, but it ends up with you having autosave off, and nothing you do gets recorded, and you can't actually practice any stages. I personally know this feeling. Hi, I'm Julia Sudo, and this is SMB2 and SMB1 by Toothy7564. We're going to be retrying Expert after my failed attempt last time, with only my memory of what the stages were like, because my progress was not saved. I think we will try this time. In fact, I think I would like to do so. Because I am capable of these things. And that's 50 bananas that I wouldn't have had otherwise. Super happy I made this decision. Similarly, I think we're going to have to be doing the warp on this one. That's my thought. Although, Jesus, that is fast. Maybe not. Okay, yeah, we'll do the warp on free fall instead. How about that? That'll be fun. Yeah, here we go. Oh, Jesus. I died on this again? I'm such a fool. Sorry, folks. I'm not that great at video games, but we're still going to hope to make it. That's my goal, anyways. And my goals are, you know, answered by success this time. Perhaps not when we do this stage, free fall, though hopefully they still will be. That is always my hope. Yeah, you know what? We're gonna get it this time. That's what's gonna happen. And wow, there's not that much time for this stage, is there? Yeah, I'm not used to playing these stages with a 30-second time limit, but that's part of what this game, that's part of what this mod exposes you to. It exposes you to new things, and I appreciate that, because here is Stage 5, Rising Inclines, aka Bowl, aka Tub. It's known as all these things, but which one do you prefer? It's really up to you. Yes, you see, this one's very shiny. Which I have discussed before, but I really just can't get over the shininess. I personally think it's a good aesthetic. I like good aesthetics. They are good and aesthetic. Yeah, you see, this stage has some bananas. That's what makes it a bonus. I guess there are exactly 50 bananas on this stage because I had 50 before. What a fun thing to find out. I did not know this before. Thanks for watching SMB2 and SMB1 by Julia Sudo. But it doesn't stop here. We're going to try the warp on this stage too. Because it doesn't seem like it would be too bad. This kind of reminds me of, like, you know, Swing Bar from the original Expert. Well, that was actually this longer Swing Bar, I believe. Oh, wow, okay, that is some serious shit, and I don't think we're going to go for it, because that's basically the same kind of challenge as Zigzag Slopes. So, I don't think I want to do that warp. I'd rather just play Zigzag Slopes, because it's easier than this. Yeah, that's right. So, we're going on to Zigzag Slopes. Or, my apologies, it's just a single zigzag slope. Oh, and there are more bananas up on top, I just noticed out of the corner of my eye. That is very nice, because those are actually very, very hard. Very, very, very hard. And I think you only get one banana bunch for it in the original game. So props to you, Toothy, for recognizing this, you know, what might be considered a flaw in the original game. I really appreciate it. And yeah, so if we want the banana bunch, we got to go down to the right here. That's what I figured out last time. And we missed it here, but I'm still going to go for it. And yeah, now we're headed for the goal. And the goal is where we will go. Yes. Oh, I just noticed this stage is a little bit more dangerous now because you can't just land on the floor. So that's kind of cool. It doesn't have... I know people don't like those things that they... You know, Deluxe did it a lot where, like, if you fall off, you're still safe. Yeah, I know people don't like that. So, you know, Like, I'm pretty neutral on it personally, but I think it makes sense to, like, you know, not have it, because it makes the level harder. And who doesn't like hardness in Monkey Ball? I certainly do like hardness. That's something I like. And that's why I play mods like this that are a little bit harder than the original Super Monkey Ball 2. And hopefully we won't completely bungle Board Park this time. That's my hope and my desire. And clipping issues, or a lack thereof, would certainly aid with this, as would pure tech skill, as they say. Doing Board Park is actually very technical, if you weren't aware. Yeah, but you can get some bananas here. I, in fact, got the banana bunch, and that makes me happy. I wonder how many bananas there are in here if Rising Inclines only has, or not only, it actually is, 50 is actually a whole lot. So how many does this have, I wonder? I could probably count it by pressing View Map, but that would be a waste of your and my time. So, yeah. Just going to try to get as many bananas as possible, because I do care about those extra lives. I do care about them greatly. And now combination. A level I've never found too hard. But to those of you who do find it tough, I respect you. Some people are good at different things. Like, I'm terrible at this game in general, even if I've had a good time with this level in particular. But when it comes down to it, aren't we all monkeys? Something like that. Anyways, here's Strata. It's Strata. It's a stage from Expert Extra in the original game, but it was moved forward. Way forward. I have been saying moving forward and moving back inconsistently with what they are, with what I'm using them to mean. But in this case, I do mean that it was previously later in the game and was changed to be earlier in the game, and I can't get that banana bunch, which is fair, unless I want to go to the warp, which is not something I am in the market for at the moment, because that is very, very narrow, and Tears is not such a bad stage to play. When it comes down to it, this is a lot wider than the other one. You know the one. I'm sure you know the one. I trust you. But yes, I will not be hesitating to use warps at all here. So just be prepared. If you want to see the stages that I didn't play, just, you know, watch the previous video, because I covered all of them there. I did not use any warps that time. So if it's bothering you that I'm skipping some stages, just go and check that out. Because I did skip some interesting stages, such as Pachinko, which is actually very cool, because it was changed from a bonus into a normal stage. And that's pretty creative, I think. And we will next be playing Brandish. This actually killed my run last time. Hopefully it won't this time, but I think that's very unlikely, because I wouldn't expect myself to die more than, you know, possibly once, and hopefully not at all. Though... Oh! Wow! Hey, look, I'm above the water! But there's nothing above the water. Gosh! That was a fun death. Honestly, I don't even regret it. It's just... I'm not the biggest fan of this stage, I'm not gonna lie. It feels... I don't know, it's just rote timing. Like, I guess you can kind of see where the goal is, but ultimately it's just rote timing, it seems like. I don't know. If you're thinking about changing some stages out in the next version, that was one of the ones that I would advocate for changing out, Toothy. That's just my personal take, though. If you disagree with me, I'm hardly the only one playing this mod and appreciating it, so, like, you know. You do you, Toothy. I really appreciate you. Here's Linear Seesaws. Not too tough a level, but probably harder than the original, which is absolutely fair. Something speaking of harder than the original, something I don't think I'll ever do is beat Bites' ordinary Monkey Ball. That is something that I have done very poorly on in the past. So, you know, harder than the original is like, it's cool, but Ordinary Monkey Ball is just too much for me. I don't know why I mentioned that in this case, but, you know, that's just how it goes sometimes. Warp is definitely easier than the original, I'm pretty sure, unless I'm just, like, better at it than I used to be. Which is highly possible, honestly. Still, I'm hesitating on it a little. And I died. Hopefully, this won't be my final death. Although, I will still keep the run going if I do run out of lives. I do want to be clear. I just will not, you know, I'll just have to make a third video of me actually doing the extra stages. Because I am definitely going to get to the extra stages eventually. I went through the same process with Monkey Ball 2. That's with an ED. Of, you know, repeatedly trying expert until I got to the extra stages, because it did take me a while in that. Although this probably isn't quite as hard as that, but it's still somewhat tough, and I think I'm behind the leveler considerably at this point, which could be a real problem if I don't speed up. I am hoping to get all the bananas here. And I screwed that up again because I am being too hasty. Yeah. So, you know, I'm having a lot of fun with this mod, though. It's a really interesting take on the original Super Monkey Ball 2. I think it makes some great changes. I think it may be better than the original. I mean, it's certainly a little bit harder than the original, at least just because of the... you know, I have less lives, although I think you're not actually locked to 3 lives in this. It's just that I don't have them unlocked because it has its own save file. Yeah. So here's Spiral Bridge. Hopefully we can get some bananas in the upcoming levels. I'm not really sure how many there are. Because I am currently on 1 life, and being on 1 life is a scary, scary, scary thing to be at. Yeah. So, coming up on the end of Spiral Bridge here. It's a bridge, and it's a spiral. Brought to you by... I don't know. I don't know who brought this to you. You figure it out. You tell me. Brought to you by Toothy, 7546. I may have gotten the numbers wrong. Sorry, Toothy. It's hard to get these things straight. Okay, that was a bit scary, but I did get it, so I'm happy about that. Here's stage 23, Obstacle. This one has a really cool animation. I showed it in the last video. If you didn't watch the last one, you definitely should in order to see this amazing animation, because it's really, really, really cool. Also, I'm pretty sure this level has a 40-second time limit here, which is pretty unique. I appreciate it. I love these things. They're good. I think it means you can't get a time bonus without doing the shortcut, or like the first cycle, you know, method anyways, which is very, very difficult to do. I don't think I've ever done it myself. If so, I've only done it like once in story mode, most certainly, because, you know, I don't take risks in challenge mode. It's mainly my policy, although I do take more risks in Super Monkey Ball 2 challenge mode, since you do have 99 lives to start out, generally speaking. Yeah. But I still don't think I've done Obstacle the fast way more than 1 or 2 times. I stand by that. And here is Amida-Lot, a stage which I figured out the method for last time, and even though I think I saw a different method when I was watching my recording, I think I will still go for this because it is safe and reliable and I trust it, which I cannot say about any self-defined strategy, because I can just wait here and get the goal, even if it's slower. I can make sure I get the goal. And that's what I really care about. There are some bananas on this stage. I love bananas, because this is Monkey Ball and Monkey Banana. Though I don't think I'll actually get that banana bunch, so scratch that. But, despite that, I still will be going for the goal. Oh yes, double spiral. Okay, this one's a bit tough. I am spooked. But hopefully I will not die. That's my goal. This is my goals for today, to not die. Yes, this animation is very cool, but again, it does make the level a little bit harder in my opinion, because the checkerboard is so important. I can't emphasize that enough. Oh, this uses blue desert goals, doesn't it? That's fun. Blue desert goals are always fun. I love those. And here's 8 bracelets. A very good level with a very good starting animation that is very cool. But which I will not be showing in this video because I showed it the last video. So if you want to see it, watch the last video. This level also has some banana bunches, but I will not be getting those either. And I did not get to the red goal, but I did get to the green goal. So I will be taking the green goal. I forget what stage I'm even skipping, but it is very easy to get the green goal on this level. So I will be skipping to stage 30, where I can rack up some bananas in Rampage. Hell yeah. I'm actually going to get all the bananas I can here, because I am spooked. Thoroughly spooked of, you know, running out of lives, because I would like to make it to the extra stages in this video. I don't know if I will, but I'm going to try. That's the Julia pseudo policy of playing monkey. Fun fact. That's right. This is a banana, and this stage is reflective, and the ramps are shiny. I think that's pretty cool, personally. I like shiny reflection thingies. They're good. They make this monkey. It is monkey. Sorry, I'm talking nonsense. But you'll have to deal with that, because that's the kind of mood I'm in right now. Ooh, I got one more banana. That's fantastic news. Here's pistons. Oh yeah, so if I had taken the red warp on 8 bracelets, it would have just made me skip the bonus stage, so that's actually something I'd rather not do. Considering that the bananas are important to me. Very, very important to me. That's it for pistons. I am happy I completed it without dying. It's sometimes a difficult level to do that on. I'm hoping to get the pink goal on here, but really I don't expect it one way or another. I am going to take whatever I can get. Okay, this is going to make things tougher. But I got the regular goal, so that's not too tough at all. That's actually a great thing. Here's Totters. It's a level. It has a banana bunch. It has 2 banana bunches, but I only got one of them. That's okay with me. Here's Entangled Path. It's a level too. It is not that hard. I imagine you could just drop into the goal to start off, but I am not that great at video games, as I am quick to remind my viewers. Shit, even the long zoom doesn't zoom out quite enough to see the whole ramp, the whole path that is entangled. That is an entangled path. And I missed the goal, which puts me back on 1 life. So I'm going to be careful. I'm going to be real careful. It seems that unlike the original stage, the path doesn't actually completely stop. It just kind of gets really slow while it's straight out. So that's a big difference from my point of view. And actually, it makes this easier in some ways because it means I can just kind of go down it earlier in order to get ahead of the game and get in the goal, as I just did. I got in the goal, friends. And here's Vortex, which I will hopefully not die on, because I have a foolproof, unbeatable strat for it, believe it or not. Yes, this strat usually works, even for the warp. And I go through the middle of the Vortex for some reason. Don't at me. Yeah, that's what I do. That's my strategy. That's my policy, to go through the middle of the Vortex and miss the warp. That's my completely intentional policy. You can rest assured. But I don't really care about skipping bridge anyways, because that was the plan all along, as I said. It was my completely intentional plan. That's the goal of grid bridges, which means that my plan to not use the warp worked just as intended. including the part where I didn't get the bananas behind the warp. That was part of the plan too. You see, because it's all part of the strategy to get the bananas on soft cream, as you'll soon see. Yes, I'm going to get all these bananas. That's right. This was the plan all along. No, I'm not worried about double twin still. Why do you ask? Oh shit, wait. Double team wasn't even what I needed to worry about. This is the one. This is the one to be scared of. Yep, the famous run killer. Momentum, at least for me. This has always been a run killer for me. Back before I had 99 lives unlocked in the original Super Monkey Ball 2, this was the one. And it still is today. But at least I still have all my continues, so I shouldn't have too much trouble getting to the end of Expert, at least. But I can also just keep screwing up Momentum and waste all my lives on it. It has been known to happen, but hopefully it won't today. That's my hope. I'm going to do everything I can to make this a reality. To make my hopes a reality, in particular, is what I'm hoping to accomplish. No pun intended with that hope stuff. Okay, and here's Double Twin. Not a very tough level, I don't typically think. But perhaps one that will stump me when I least expect it, as it did last time. Yep, okay, yeah, we're not dying on Double Twin. That's the plan for today. This is how you don't die on Double Twin. This is how you do it. That was my tutorial on how to not die on Double Twin. I think I already made this exact same joke the last time I beat Double Twin. But y'all are going to have to deal with that. That's what I'm telling you. Like, you know, I'm trying to get as many bananas as possible. It's, I do this. I can get bananas. Look at these bananas. You see, they would have been a lot more useful if I hadn't already used my continue, is the thing. That's the shameful, not shameful necessarily. I don't feel shame for being bad at Monkey Ball. Merely disappointment. But disappointment is different from shame, you see, because I don't judge my self-worth based on my skill at Monkey Ball. That's what it comes down to. Here's Serial Jump. This level actually, I almost completely died on it last time, but I actually made it through, and I think I'm going to do that again. I'm not even going to try for the warps, because I am not confident in that in the least. Here's Guillotine, which I also made it past last time. It's the next stage that I didn't make it past, I believe. But yes, Guillotine is a possible level to beat. It is one of the levels that can be beaten in Super Monkey Ball 2. It's not, in fact, that hard if you know what you're doing. Although, sometimes, you get overconfident, and then you die on Guillotine. This is how you die on Guillotine. That's what that was a tutorial of. Thank you for watching. Yep. I like these numbers. It gives you an idea of how long these are compared to each other. It's good. They're good. I like the numbers. I am a fan of numbers. Mountain. This is the one that killed my run last time. Like, legitimately killed my run. Like, this was the end of the line for me. I have no idea what's after this. So, we are going to try to go down the mountain into the goal. That is the goal of Mountain. But sometimes you fail at the goal of Mountain. I think there's probably a better strat for this than what I'm doing, but it's been a long time since I've played story mode, the original story mode anyways. So, you're going to have to bear with me. Because I am having some trouble on Mountain. Is the banana bunch in front of the goal? It is not. It may be opposite the goal, though. Yeah, it is. Okay. Well, I think this was actually one of the earlier World 10 levels I beat when I was playing story mode as a kid, but I guess then I had infinite tries, so, you know, it's not as big brain as some of the other master levels. Like, if you just keep trying at it, you'll eventually beat it. So that's what it came down to, compared to something like, you know, 3D Maze, where you really have to know what you're doing in order to beat it, or Labyrinth. Melting Pot. Oh, this used to be at the start of Expert. What are you doing? What are you doing so high up here? Hey, Melting Pot. You're not such a hard level, I don't think. But some people must, and I respect you, Toothy. I respect that. I respect this decision. It's a respectable decision, and I will not be taking the warp. I do find the warp on chipped pipes very easy, actually, but I will not be taking it today because in this recording, I am going to play all the stages because, well, except for the ones that I already played. I'm going to play all the stages that I have not yet played. Here is Corkscrew, a stage which I would be happy to skip because I am pretty bad at this stage. The tilt feels weird on this one. Maybe it's just because this thing is shiny. I do love shiny. This is a shiny heckin' corkscrew. I'm a fan of shiny corkscrews. They are one of my hobbies. I wonder if this one would belong in Expert Extra, though, to match the original corkscrew level from Monkey Ball 1. I don't know. That's just my take. Here's Long Slider. It's a long slider. It's longer than the original sliders. And steeper and stuff. That's what sets it apart from the original sliders. That's what makes this one special. It's longer than sliders. That's what makes it a long slider. Sorry, I'm just rambling. But this is a pretty cool level, and I don't think it's misplaced here by any means. Though I think it's also appropriate for Advanced Extra, personally speaking. But if you don't think so, Toothy, that is a very valid opinion of yours. That's my policy. I have a lot of policies lately, huh? I guess that's just how it goes. Here's Twin Basin. I always thought this one was too early. Or, no, rather, too late. You know, I don't know. I didn't find it too hard. But gosh, the shiny. The shiny. Look how shiny it is. Wow, I kind of screwed that up for no reason. But look how shiny it is. Oh my gosh. Okay. Launchers. The last level in Expert. Okay, I can accept that. And no warp, of course, I mean, because it's the last one. That makes sense, but there are now banana bunches leading up to the goal, if you were to get shot straight into it, which I will not be doing, considering that I have no idea how to do that. I have never been able to do the warp consistently. Instead, I do it this way, which is the easy way for me, landing on the top of the tower. I think some people talked about how they couldn't imagine landing on top of the tower, but here, that's how I do it. And I can't believe you finished this level. I mean, I can believe it personally, since I just did it. I'm personally happy that I beat it. Thanks, Mimi. Yeah, I'll keep it up and polish my skills. I mean, that is what I'm planning to do. I appreciate it, and now I actually can practice levels in practice mode, which is one of the things I like to do. Practicing in practice mode. Thanks, Mimi. Yeah. Thanks, Mimi. You're a real nice lady. You know that? Okay, well, I got pretty close that time. I'm definitely getting better. So next video, my goal will be to complete the game. As in, yes, literally just complete the game. That is the goal for next video, to get to the end of Expert, Extra, and hopefully Master. That said, if I don't make it through Master, though Master's honestly not that hard in Monkey Ball 2, but, you know, say I didn't, if in that case, I would simply just start Master from Master 1 on the stage select, or, you know, on the difficulty select. I would have no shame in doing so, because I want to make videos. Yeah, videos are what I make. Sometimes. So thank you for watching Super Monkey Ball 1 and Super Monkey Ball 2, aka SMB1 and SMB2, by Toothy7564. I think that's right. See y'all later.